Okay.
Hi,
Hello.
nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you. My name's Gigi.
My
It's nice to
name is
meet you.
Marcy, nice to meet you too.
That is a pretty name, Marcy.
Thank you.
So are you a student here?
I am a student here.
What's your major?
I don't have one yet. I'm a typical college student.
Yeah, yeah, that's my son. He's a student here too. And I'm a student here too. And I work part-time, so
Yeah.
it's just crazy.
It's good to have a job on campus though.
Yes, it really is nice.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. Save a lot of driving.
And time consuming and everything.
Yeah, and gas.
So funny. So what is your major here?
Administrative assistant.
Ah.
So, business technology, a lot of word processing classes, like Excel,
Ooh.
and like the Office, Word Office and stuff. So, plan things for like my boss, and I really enjoy it. That's my major, so. I work in the Access
okay.
Service.
Mhm.
Yeah, do you know what the Access Service is? Yeah. My supervisor, Matt, I love working with him. He's really fun. And I'm able to develop my skills and learn a lot more through that.
That's so good. Are you wanting to find a job elsewhere than campus in that area?
Well, I really enjoy working for the deaf organization, so hopefully I can find something like that. I would love to work here again. Like, I worked in the financial aid office quite a few years ago, but now I'm focusing like on my own thing, not really financial aid. That's a pain.
That's so good.
What about you?
I work at Quick Trip. So
Do you register or do you stock things or
I do everything. Yeah,
you fill up gas for me? Will you fill up gas for me?
I do. If asked for it.
Really? I didn't realize that people did that.
Yeah, some people ask, like, handicap or older people normally ask to come out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but we never deny people to pump their gas. Our customer service is pretty.
Yeah.
100%.
Does it cost more to do that?
Nope. It's just a customer service that we offer. Mhm.
I'm sure you get nice tips.
Sometimes, mostly just compliments though, but those pay off. I mean, I feel like they pay off.
People are mean. They should tip you.
They should, but I feel like I should get tipped for everything I do. Just kidding. I'm just kidding though. But yeah, it's really nice. I just work at the one right down the street from school, so it's just not that far for me to drive and come to school.
Yeah, that is really nice. That's awesome. So did you just graduate high school or?
No, actually, I went to school for 2 years in Springfield, Missouri. And then my school shut down, so I came back home and started to go back to school here. But I took like a semester or 2 off.
Ah, cool, I see.
Yeah.
So do you have family in Springfield
No,
or?
I just kind of went on my own me and a church friend went to school together out there. So we kind of just leaned on each other out there.
Yeah, that's nice. Support, you always need
Yeah.
need support from someone.
And it was only like 2.5 hours away, so it wasn't like terribly too far from home. So I could come home on the weekends if I ever wanted to.
My son's girlfriend goes to Pittsburgh State University.
Oh, okay.
Almost every weekend she's driving home to visit. And I'll be home, leaving at noon today. Every weekend.
They must really love each other.
Yeah. High school sweethearts.
Aw. Do you like her?
And I love her, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I really want them to focus on school first,
Oh,
though.
That is true. Sometimes that can get in the way.
Well, they're both doing really well in school, so that's good. But still,
Yeah.
at a stress school, you gotta learn to live a life without each other every
That
weekend.
is very true. That is very true. So are you from around here? Did you grow up in Johnson County?
No. I'm from Indiana.
Oh, what part?
Well, I moved around a little bit. Kokomo?
Kokomo.
It's north of Indianapolis. I went to the School for the Deaf there in Indianapolis since I was 10 years old. I graduated from there, and then I went to Gallaudet.
Wow.
It's the only school for the deaf, focuses on the language. And then I moved, and now I'm here.
Do you like it here?
Yeah, it's okay.
Would you prefer to be in Indiana?
Yeah, I would. Back home. I've been here for over 3 years. I'm homesick. I'm ready to go back.
I have some friends that are from
See my
here.
family.
Um,
Where at?
Greenfield or something green, or Whiteland.
Greenfield?
Yeah, Greenfield. Yeah, that's what it is. I went to college with them in Springfield.
Wow. That's far. You meet together there.
Yeah, there was people who.
How'd you guys meet?
We lived on the same hall. Yeah, but we became best friends, and I was in her wedding, but she lives in Springfield now, but she misses the small country life.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Which part?
She missed Springfield or she misses home? What did you say?
And she misses the small country life, but she lives in Springfield though now. Does she? So I understand that now you live here, how you can miss home.
Yeah, I miss it a lot, maybe too much.
Do you ever plan on moving back?
I want to. My husband says no, though.
Oh, is he from here?
Yeah. He's from Shawnee Mission.
Oh.
He went to Shawnee Mission Northwest. He was
Oh.
mainstream.
I see.
He's deaf, and so he was in a mainstream school. He never went to Kansas School for the Deaf or anything. So we met at Gallaudet.
Wow. How did you meet in Gallaudet? It was what's your love story?
Really, So I saw him around, just around campus and stuff, and we never really, and then I knew that he graduated. I had 1 year left. So I went ahead and I moved, and then I took my classes here at Johnson County to finish. It was like 12, 13 years ago or something like that. But it didn't really work out, but my husband moved back here from Gallaudet. So he stayed for a little bit, and then he moved back here. So we started, it's like we liked each other, so we started dating, and then we got married. It's been 22 years now.
Wow. That's amazing. This is my first conversation with a deaf person, but I've always found it so...
Really?
Yes.
I'm honored.
But I've always found it so fascinating, like sign language. I've always wanted to learn. But what are some of the struggles that you've had to deal with?
Are you stopping? What is stopping you?
Oh, it's just time. If I found more time, I would definitely, like, I've told Sam I've wanted to learn. She teaches me little things, but...
Oh, show me some of the signs that you've learned.
It's been so long. I'm so bad. What are some of the signs you've taught me, Sam?
Probably the bad one.
Probably. She's a bad influence. No, I'm just kidding.
That's normal. I reiterated questions about being deaf. People are now, like, really the struggles aren't really as bad because people are more aware of the deaf community, and here at Johnson County it's actually really good. They provide equal access to disabled, not just deaf people, but disabled people in general. This really is a great place to live. It's like before, whenever I came from Indiana, they didn't really understand a lot about, here they didn't really understand a lot about deaf people. Like, for example, the ear, nose, and throat doctor, before they used to have that. And like I would have to go, required to take some kind of test that I had to do. And through the ear, nose, throat doctor, and I had to go alone. I was like 18 or 19, and my parents didn't go with me. And the doctor, he just kept talking and talking to me. And I was like, I don't understand you. Can you please like write down? But he just continued to talk and continue to talk. I was like, I don't understand, so please write it down. But he just kept talking. And it was like a little frustrating, a little annoying. But I was like, what am I supposed to do? Like an ears, nose, throat doctor. I was a little surprised. Like, you should know, but he didn't. And so I wrote down, he's like, where are your parents? I was like, well, I drove myself. And he's like, well, how can you drive if you can't hear? I was like, really? Like, are you serious? It's like, I don't see things like that ever since I've lived here. It's not like that in Johnson County. It's rare. I remember all the frustrations, they've really lessened. They weren't as bad as before. There's a lot of, job opportunities is a little bit of a struggle because people don't realize that we have the technology today. We have video phones, we have emails, Skype. We really can do a lot more than we could before. So we still have to educate people and let them know like parts of my life, and we can tell them, no, if I want to succeed, I have to accept and I have to teach them if we want it to improve anymore. I don't really complain, so it's like, yeah, I just think positive and it's fun.
That's so good. Do you find struggles out in like public, like whether it is when you go out to eat that people don't know how to like communicate?
No, not really. Most people really, they know how to gesture or really, or have, write down on a piece of paper and like you can write back and forth. And some people, they get a little shocked, like, well, they don't really know what to do if they're not sure for their first time, but if you just show them how and just keep it natural. Like for me, myself, that's what I do. I just keep it natural and they pick up, and it's really lucky that some people just get really nervous and like kind of shocked or don't know what to do about it.
That's a good, I mean, it's definitely an adjustment that most people don't have to do. So it's really good that you've learned to like adjust and learn to deal with that. I wish more people learned sign language. I really want to learn. This is just more motivation for me.
It's really just making simple changes, really just not talking, but instead gesturing or reading and writing. And it's actually really simple.
Oh, we should open the door because I'm hot. It might be loud back there. Oh, I am really hot. And look, I'm wearing black and I've got boots. Ugh, it always makes me hot. Okay, so
Do you have any questions or anything?
we have 15 more minutes to chat.
Yeah.
Maybe we could just start dancing.
Yeah, let's get some music.
Yeah. Do you watch America's Next Top Model?
No, I don't.
You should.
Do you watch it?
Yeah. There's a deaf model on there. Oh my gosh, he's gorgeous. He's doing really well too.
I should.
He's in the top 4 right now. Oh, I'm hoping that he wins.
Oh, that's so exciting. I actually don't have cable, so I don't watch a lot of TV, which is probably good for me because it keeps me studying and busy doing other things.
And you're smart. Save money too.
Yes.
But you can also watch it the next day on Facebook, or you can go to their website and you can watch the show for free.
That's really smart. I should go check him out just to see what he looks like since he stays so hot.
His eyes. Oh my gosh. It drives me crazy.
So how old is your son?
He is 20. Just turned 20. It's his first year of college here. He's taking general courses. And then he'll transfer to KU to study for psychology. He has classes Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have classes Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I work till 3. And he finishes class at 3:15, so we can sit and chat on Tuesdays and Thursdays and ride together. It's nice. I don't think that happens anywhere. We're odd.
It's okay. That's really good. That gives you guys a lot of like one-on-one time and allows you to be there for his adjustment with classes.
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good. So is he deaf?
No, he's hearing.
Okay, so did you guys teach him how to learn at a young age sign language?
Yes, ever since he's been little, our house we sign. So my son and my daughter, they learned sign language when they were a baby.
That's really interesting. So how old is your daughter?
She's 13.
Oh, so she's just a baby.
Yeah. My son did think about becoming an interpreter here, to take the program here, but he decided to study psychology instead. Darn it.
He would be really good at it.
I wanted him to major in what he wanted.
And with all the experience he's had,
Yeah. He could, but his choice.
Maybe he'll come back to it. He's still very young and could change his mind.
Oh, he could do interpreting as a side job.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
So have you traveled a lot?
No, I have school and my job, and with my income, I don't have a lot of traveling. I've traveled to Indiana.
If
Or
you
Tennessee. My mom lives there.
if you could travel, where would you go?
Cabo, Cabo San Lucas.
That's always,
I've always wanted to go there.
yeah, it's beautiful there. I mean, I've never been, but my friend Sam has been there, and I've seen pictures. She went for her 21st birthday. Very jealous.
Oh, nice. Oh, I've seen pictures. It's beautiful. I fell in love with the pictures. I want to go.
I went to Dominican Republic, and I think that's probably the closest I've ever gotten to Cabo.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
I went there for a missionary trip.
Was that after the earthquake, or just you went for the earth? Did you go for the earthquake there?
No, I worked with this program called Teen Challenge. But it was before the earthquake. It was my freshman year of college, so that was almost like 3 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago.
Wow. One of my former supervisors, his nephew did missionary, his niece did missionary work and went to Dominican Republic, I think, and adopted a child at the same time the earthquake happened.
Oh, wow.
They almost did not get that child. It was a struggle, but they finally got the child and brought it home. It was on the news when they were at the airport, but the child arrived safe. A lot of people died. It was awful. The
Yeah.
earthquake.
That's really sad. Well, I'm really glad that they got their child, but I know it must have been difficult once the earthquake was there, because there's a lot of poverty there.
Yeah, I know. It is really sad.
Yeah, and
Now, Paris.
uh,
Oh, everywhere, every day, something's happening.
yeah, it's so funny. I was just doing my homework on terrorist attacks, but it's crazy how common terrorist attack is becoming nowadays.
Yeah,
And
I
when-
know. It's sad.
And now we might end up having to go to war for someone else's battle, which
France already started.
yeah, I know Obama said that if they need help, our assistance, that they're gonna send our people.
There goes our taxes.
Yeah, but at least it's something worth paying for, because they've always been there for us.
They always have positives and negatives, but I'd rather not see it happen.
Yeah, I agree. I'd rather not see it happen. My brother used to be in the Navy. it was really scary seeing him during 9/11 having to go over there. It's just so much stress and everyday worrying if they're okay because you don't have constant communication.
Is he still in the Navy?
No, he actually met his wife over there and decided to settle down. And so he brought her back to the country and got married and is now retired.
My dad was in the Navy too, on the ships.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
I bet it's changed so much even from when my brother was in there, but it's such a growing thing. Like a growing,
Like, what do you mean?
like, I mean, how they, like, the Navy's, like, I mean, I guess just our forces are just growing in different, like, it's just grown so much since then.
You mean more people are signing up?
Mhm, more people are signing up, the way they do things, the technology. Yeah. It's almost scary what they can do now.
Yeah, I know. I can't imagine what will happen in 15 years. Robots, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Instead of humans using robots?
Yeah,
Scary.
it is. And to think that maybe technology might one day take over the human race.
Oh, one accident and it's over.
That is so true, so true.
It's scary. 3 minutes left. We have 3 minutes to party. Stand up and dance.
Wake up. Oh, well, I feel like if you, I mean, do you have partial hearing? I'm sorry.
I was born hearing. When I was 5, close to 5, I got sick with spinal meningitis. I can't spell it. And then I was in a coma. The doctors didn't think I would survive, but when I woke up, over time, my hearing slowly decreased and I had to wear a hearing aid. And my speech, I didn't use it as much. And then the hearing aid stopped working. And then I went to take a hearing test and it was flat. I mean, there was nothing. I couldn't hear anything. So I'm fine with it. It really, sometimes it's peaceful. If there's a speaker, like really big, I put it against my ear. I can feel it and hear a little.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's so amazing to hear your story. You're almost like a miracle. I mean, you are like a miracle. It's
Yeah.
such a blessing to be here.
Yeah. I feel like there's a reason that year that I got sick and lost my hearing, and then I went to the public school and I met my best friend and we grew up together, and then I moved to the deaf school and we didn't really stay in touch that much, but we lost contact. And then one day, after we both graduated from high school, she graduated from public school and I graduated from deaf school, we met. like it was planned. We met again, and our friendship developed from there, and she got married, has 6 children, and one was deaf.
Wow.
The 6th one was deaf. She knew what to do, even though the doctors told her, your child will have multiple disabilities, and I mean, he has several disabilities, not just deaf, and they told her that the child would never learn. They wouldn't learn speech or sign language or notice colors, but my friend, she knew me, and she knew me well enough to know that her daughter could. It took a lot of time and effort, but her daughter did succeed, and she learned sign language, and she can recognize things, and she plays with other children, and well, unfortunately, she passed away last year when she was 13. A friend woke up one morning, went to check on her daughter, and she had passed away during the night.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It was sad, but there was a reason for it. We met, and my life story helped my friend realize that her daughter would be fine. She could help her daughter.
That's so good that she had your support and your friendship.
Yeah.
That's a very inspiring story.
Thank you.
It was so nice to meet you.
You too. I enjoyed this. It was fun. Even though it was really hot.